Morning,
Working.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Working?
sorry, mate.
Oh
Oh,
my
yeah.
god.
Sorry, dude.
Sorry, everyone. I've been like hanging out, posting pictures, just like, why am I not getting accepted into this? And it's because I haven't actually joined.
Gave all you guys the admin rights for this specific AMA. I don't know why you can't just join.
I was still in bed about 8 minutes ago. So
Yeah, I was telling everyone how we're kind of still in holiday mode at the moment.
extreme apologies to everyone listening in and waiting for me.
Yeah. Should we kick this off then?
Yeah, let's go.
Love to.
I think we can start with Siobhan, you can go through the questions maybe.
Okay, I gotta scroll.
Starts with Mattis. Mattis, what is AMA? I think that we can answer that. All right, AMA is Ask Me Anything. So there you go. Let's start with Juju. Juju has the first. Oh no, same question answer and on Discord mention. Oh yeah, first question is by Juju. If you can find it.
No, I think you missed Jihad's question as well.
Oh yeah, all right.
I don't know.
You can start with Jihad.
No. How did we meet?
How did we meet?
I mean, we meet all across like different stages in our lives, kind of thing. Like, I think I'm the one that knows everyone by person. I meet Davu and D-Rog since we were like, I think, teenagers playing football. I know Technical Todd around the same circle of friends when we grew up in like university. Indop, I've known her for like 8 years now from Hong Kong. She's like one of my wife's best friends, but she moved to UK. Yeah, we all connect in one way or another.
Yeah. Right, sorry, excuse me. So, do you see any tokenomics for this project in the future? If yes, how do you think the Odd District can help us survive to improve this radioactive world? Sorry, that's
It's like a double
complex for
barreled
me, you guys.
question.
I
You
can talk about this. Like the thing is, there's no tokenomics in this roadmap because at the end of the day, what we want to do is we want to be able to provide a really solid baseline project and team for you guys to be able to see what we can do, and then build upon that. I think the problem with tokenomics is that unless you've got it really, really dialed in and locked in straight away, it's not going to do anything. So we definitely do want to have some sort of tokenomics, maybe a token down the line. But for now, that's not something that we're focusing on. I think we're really focusing on just having a solid team, a solid project, and solid, just something that you guys can trust, and then we can build upon that. So that's kind of where we're at with that.
Yeah, I think it's really hard, like, to instantly kick off with like an economic, economy inside your project to be able to use those tokens forever. Almost it's just really doing a token for the sake of like the trend.
And most of them just disappear straight away. You know what I mean? Like every project I've kind of followed lately that's had a token, it just goes, oh, token, it pumps, it dumps, and it's nothing. And then it's not really used for much. I think if we were to implement like a game down the line, or we were to implement something like that, then that's something that for sure we would want to implement a token for. But currently our roadmap 1.0, it doesn't have anything that we would feel comfortable having a token for, because it would just be throwing it in there for no reason. So I think that's kind of one of the main reasons, is there's just no point currently. But in the future, for sure.
Yeah, because a lot of these projects, like you said, you see like, the so-called follow the trend utilities projects, that they're not specifically doing what Con's doing, like, so everyone tries to be them, but, there's like, it's not as easy as it's done. So we don't want to just do the trendy thing. I think we just want to do you guys like, provide you like what we can do best.
Yeah, and like our main goal for Roadmap 1.0 is just like having sick art that you guys love and are passionate about, and just building a sick community, because to me personally, at the end of the day, like sick art in a sick community kind of trumps most utilities in a way. So
For sure.
yeah,
And we're really exploring this Oddiverse with, you know, the lore, the 3 worlds we're going into. I think it's really exciting, man. We're like just setting the foundation for everything.
And it's like sweet. We don't have necessarily have a token in a tokenomics, but we're definitely doing this. You know, an airdrop token, which is a new NFT, which has sort of in its own right some utilities, which is going to keep things moving along. You know, we're going to keep building on that. So at the end of the day, we don't have a token, but there's a lot of things happening that I think are going to be continuing to drive people's interest in this project. So.
Oh, we have something to leak. But not today. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe a day after tomorrow. But definitely before the drop. And I think you guys will all be excited.
yeah,
Definitely.
it's better than a token.
Yeah, it's definitely better. I personally think it's better than a token. Should we get on to the next question?
Yep.
Yeah. Streets Evangelist says, are there more than 4 types of oddies?
There's so many.
So we've got like 4, I guess.
Main types.
Yeah, we got 4 main types. We got the exploded. Well, we've got the oddies. We've got the oddies, just the normal oddies, and then you've got the exploded. You've got the skellies. Then you've got the jellies. But then there is a 5th one, which we would call the one of ones. So yeah.
But this is like every one of one is their own, though, right?
Yeah,
like,
true.
For sure.
Oh,
they're their own creatures, I suppose, is what you would say.
Yeah.
I wish I could just show you guys these 1-for-1s right now. Like, fuck. Because we're going through them right now. And, yeah, I think D-Rod can probably talk about this a bit more, but like every piece is like literally a piece of art. I don't think it's like what you guys imagine a 1-for-1 would be, because most 1-for-1s in each collection is literally just something that's drawn on its own. But I think what D-Rod done is really just created a piece of like insane looking art.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's important because like people keep asking me, how do I know it's a 1-to-1?
You'll
like,
definitely
you'll know.
You'll know. It's like nothing else in the collection.
Yeah.
So.
I think every piece of 1-for-1 D-Rog has been working. Like he would like spend like 5-6 days on it and come back at it like a week later or 2 weeks later to like carry on.
I'm still chipping away at them. Still developing as we go, but they're pretty much finished. It's just final touches, final tweaks.
Yeah,
but pretty happy with where they're at for sure.
We all did a big vote on them of what were our favorite the other day, and just to talk about them and discuss them. And yeah, it's there's some clear winners. There's some amazing.
It's so unfair though. Like it's so unfair to vote for them.
Oh yeah,
they just also go.
It was almost even.
It's almost disrespecting Dave, like almost.
No, not at all. It was tough.
Right. Simi says, will there be a legendary potato?
There will be a potato.
Yeah, there will definitely be a potato, but I don't think in the collection, right? It will be in the phase 4 for sure. Has to be.
Yeah. You'll be able to get a potato. Everyone will be able to get a potato if they want a potato.
We're on to today now. Okay, so
yeah.
Mahal says, how old are you? I refuse. Sorry. Let's just say I'm the oldest of the group. Let's just leave it there. They can answer.
Yeah, she is. She is. She's the oldest in the group. Yeah, she's the oldest in the group. Just by like a year or two, though. Just by a year or two.
I will reach across the internet and slap you.
We're all 30s,
I think I'm 34, almost 35.
Yeah, we're all 33.
I'm 32.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
No, Feb.
Fuck, get out of here, mate.
Am I the youngest?
Too young.
Yeah.
You're about to be yeeted.
Once you're like past 21, everyone's like it doesn't really, age is just a number.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. It's Brie as well. Oh my god. Okay, next question. It's not really a question, that's a statement. For audiologists, will there be a separate chat for the secrets before launch?
Yes, there will be.
I think, yeah.
That's IC8, sorry.
Yeah. So everyone that's got the
Just
audio.
just a button. There's been Cryptofa Columbus in our AMA chat has said that he wants to raffle off a Mecca NFT to our AMA listeners. We can raffle it off as we wish. They just have to pay gas. So that's pretty cool. So just letting you guys know, we'll have a think about that in the background, how we'll raffle that off as we're chatting.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. If anyone didn't come join our collaboration with them yesterday, we posted an announcements of the sick piece that Ethan did yesterday. It's dope, mate.
It's so sick.
Yeah, it was real cool.
Yeah. It was a great chat as well. You know, everyone was just kind of like vibing on just chatting about stuff, and that was a really good conversation, I thought.
Where should I post the photos of oddies that I took around town? I think here. I don't know if you posted because I'm just scrolling down as we go. Maybe you have.
We could have another channel maybe if this is going to become a bit of a thing. We could chuck that in a channel, but also just dump it in general. Like show everyone and just keep dumping it in general. Keep showing it off because that's really cool.
I think we should chuck the QR code onto like announcement or something, and if anyone wants to print that out, stick it around town. Go on.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
Where are we up to?
Trying to find the next question.
Clothy.
IC8 says what I guess that's a question. What are the QRs for? It's like if you stick them around town or anywhere, then people can scan them and it will take them to like our website or our Discord or wherever you aim the QR code, I guess. That pretty much covers it.
Yeah.
Right?
I think we missed one is from IC8 for audiologists. Will there be a separate chat for secrets? Is that what you guys were just talking about?
Oh yeah, we were just talking about that before. Yeah.
Because I was like frantically looking for the southern message. Okay, good. Sorry. Move on.
That's all right. Okay, let me find it. Anyone see any? Oh, where are you from? Another one from Mahal.
I'm from Hong Kong, but I'm currently in New Zealand.
Yep.
I'm here.
He may be asking someone else in the chat.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. But you guys can answer. Where you guys from?
Yeah, from New Zealand.
New Zealand.
I'm from New Zealand as well.
I don't have an answer to that. I'm from two places. I'm from Hong Kong and I'm from England. Let's just leave it like that. I'm a third culture kid, all right?
We all are.
Well, sure. Okay, let's see. Bartholomew says 50. Any white lift. Sorry.
That's 3 people listening.
Yeah, we got 50 people in here. That's sick.
Hi guys.
Let's go. Hey guys, yeah.
Sorry.
Any whitelist spots available?
Yes. The answer is yes.
The easy answer is yes. How do you get it? Just vibe, man. Don't just vibe. Our chat's 24/7. Don't come in and try moonboy to shit because we're not about that life. Just hang out and you enjoy it.
Yeah. Also, there's if you make a really good question in this AMA, then we'll be giving away one whitelist spot to someone who asks the best question. Also, loads. We're ramping up quizzes and competitions during the day. So if you're around, there'll definitely be an easy way for you to get whitelists from us.
Oh, some of them are not that easy with the riddles.
Oh no, but I just mean in general,
I struggle with those riddles sometimes.
Yeah, well, I don't know how people get them like instantly, but
I know, right? They just instant type like fuck. I don't know how their brains work. That's crazy.
I think you need like first language English for a lot of them. It's quite they are quite tricky.
Yeah, true.
Are you trying to say I don't speak good English? You're calling me out in front of 54 people.
The other people in the team are saying the same thing.
Are you trying to call me out?
Yes, I'm calling you personally out. Okay, so Dior says pretty much the same question as before, but with a little addendum.
How do we meet for this, or specifically for this project?
How do we meet and start the project?
For the project. Me and Faded, we were just chatting about launching an NFT, and I told him that I knew Technical Todd. I knew he had skills with contracts, smart contracts, all that jazz. And then D-Rog messaged me a couple of gifts he was making in lockdown, quite questionable ones, and I was like, "Yo, we should just do a legit NFT project." And he was like, "Yeah, I'm down." So we got Dave all set up with an iPad and all the apps and stuff, and he just went ham. And then
I think lockdown here in New Zealand helped.
Yeah, for sure.
It was a godsend for the project, for sure.
Yeah,
definitely manifested
no way
it.
we had that time.
Yeah, but we had lockdown here in New Zealand, and because of that, the majority of the team was able to actually spend, I suppose 24/7 on the project for the last 3 months almost.
Yeah.
I luckily, was able to kind of put my day job to the side a little bit. I think the Vool has been warned at work a couple of times. But
Yeah, I'm on my last one. I'm still dicing with DFA. So bad.
And then we were looking for like a front end dev, Web3 person. Like I think 2-3 weeks into it, and then my wife was like, "Have you talked to Indoc? Like she's very good at what she does." And we had a chat about what our project was all about, and she's like fully. I mean, you can talk about it yourself. Like you were fully into the whole lore, the idea, and then
Yeah. I mean, you just had like a few pictures back then, just not much going on. And then, but as soon as I saw it, I was like, okay, I have to get in on this. And yeah, just kind of went from there. It was totally inspirational off the bat, my kind of thing. So
yeah, you absolutely nailed the concept straight away. It was like your first draft, and we were like, "Fuck yeah, that's sick."
Fuck yeah!
anyone that hasn't been on our website, get on there. That's all Indoc. Get on our website. It is so dope.
Yeah, well, I had all this good shit to work from, so
And she's really acing, when you guys connect your wallet and look at all the pop-up that comes up, that's Indoc and Technical Todd. That's all there, man. When you be able to connect your wallet.
Yeah, looking good.
Right.
Looking really good.
Chewy says, are we going to contribute to a charity or a cause?
I mean, we could with the phase 5. That's what we really want to do is our community wallet that we're going to open up in phase 2. That's all up to the community what you want to do with that money. We can use it on spending on whatever way you guys want. So it's up to the community, man. If the community wants us to donate some money, if a majority or even a minority of the community wants us to donate some of that money, I think we're more than happy to do it. But that is the community fund, and I think it's better that majority of the people wants to do what they want to do with it. We don't want to waste it, because we could be doing a lot of real good things with it, pop-up stores, advertisement, stuff like that, all that good jazz.
Yep.
I if we just tack that on to our roadmap, I've always found it to be reasonably, not that I don't like to donate and be charitable. I just think that saying, "Hey, we're giving to this charity," is just a bit of a marketing scheme for the most part. And like Faded has just said, there's so much more that can be done with these funds, to actually drive this project to be something more than just giving the money away just to try and get more people involved. But
we definitely will be keen if the community speaks, and what Sam said, that we are definitely not against it.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Cryptopino.
Cryptopino says, guys, from 1 to 10, how much HP Lovecraft inspirations in this project? I guess
What is HP Lovecraft?
Yeah, I don't even know.
Do you know?
It's like a horror writer from the olden times.
Oh,
Cthulhu type
But
stuff.
that just tells you how much from 1 to 10.
Yeah.
We don't know who he is.
Probably not a lot. Right. Shaney, I don't want to read your whole name, says, do
Sugar
we get a
Shane,
specific utility dependent on whatever skin Oddie we mint?
No, but we are thinking of something for phase 4, because phase 4 you get an artifact and you get a material. So yeah, we'll look a bit more into that, and when it comes closer to phase 4 release.
Yeah, I think we've tossed up a few ideas about it. You know, there could be in amongst the materials, there could be other things that have like a few utility type tokens which allow you to get things from us, or better off, make merch a bit cheaper, or things like that. So these things are all in the pipeline for sure.
Any plan on purchasing land in the sandbox or metaverse from BizGuy? I think it goes back to like what we said before. If the community really wants us to do that, I think we will. But I think if we do well, I think we're gonna do it with or without the asking of the community, even if it's out of our own pockets. And that's the whole idea of building out the Oddieverse, with the lore, with the portal, with the 3 worlds. I mean, that's the whole idea, is just to really set this foundation with the storyline behind Oddies. So I think, yeah, we definitely really want to do something really cool in the future. And we have something really cool to show you guys in the next day or two. That's not saying that we would definitely do it, but I think we want to show you what we're capable of doing. And like we said, it comes back down to the community if you guys want to go that direction once we leak what we will leak in the next 2 days.
Yeah. And like at the end, to speak more on this, is that my world outside of NFTs touches on game dev and 3D and that sort of thing. So I think, depending on where we went in the future, I don't think we'd purchase land. We'd make the land, We would probably do it ourselves, because I think it would be easier and make more sense to be able to drive these sorts of things ourselves. The metaverse, in a way doesn't necessarily exist currently. It's something that is everyone's working towards, and depending on who gets there first is I think the one who's going to win. But yeah, I think we'd probably do it ourselves, and I don't think we would necessarily latch on to another project. That makes sense. Yeah.
IC8 says, how will the airdrops work after launch?
You want me to chat about this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the current plan is that what we'll do is we will set up a contract, which the contract will be the new Oddies. It will be the portal contract, and everyone who owns an Oddie from our first collection will be able to go to that contract, and it will be we'll have a portal on our website, and you will be able to claim your new portal material based on how many Oddies that you own. So there'll be one for each Oddie. So you'll be able to go to our portal on our website, claim your new materials, and they will show in your wallet. They will probably not be revealed straight away, as the materials are all going to be randomly generated, and also these possible other utility tokens. So what will happen is then maybe a couple of days after everyone has claimed, there'll be another reveal. Everyone will look at their materials and they'll go, oh, cool. And we'll start leading up to this. We'll have been showing you all what sort of creatures and what sort of things are behind the portals that these materials are linked to. So then you'll be able to, maybe you haven't got the material that you like, so you'll be able to trade on OpenSea, and you'll be able to get the collection of materials that you'd like. Then sometime after that, what will happen is we'll do another reveal on those materials, and your materials will then be re-revealed into the new creatures from behind the portal. So that's sort of the plan for that.
Like the female Oddie we leaked.
Yep,
Yeah.
definitely.
Or anything else.
And some other really exciting creatures that we are yet to show you. I think that'll work.
Okay, so this isn't really a question, but it seems quite important. Cryptopher Columbus said he would like to raffle off one free Mecha NFT to the AMA listeners.
That's what I was saying before. So I don't know how do we want to do it?
Yeah.
Maybe we can just
get in touch with the.
We can do it to the best question, I think, maybe. Or do you? What do you guys think?
Giveaway, can we? I can just set up a giveaway.
We can.
Maybe.
Yeah, we can set up a giveaway. Let's do that. That's probably the easiest and most fair way.
Yeah, do it in like an hour countdown, maybe.
I'll put it in announcements. Shall I?
Yeah. Put in announcements or
if we just say it out loud, that means we know that they're actually listening to the.
Very true.
True. Yeah, for AMA only.
I'll see if I can put it in the AMA chat. Hold on.
All right. Question from Christopher Columbus: would you be looking to purchase land in Sandbox or specific metaverse? I think did we just answer that before? We did, right?
That. Yeah, that's why.
But I think yeah, like Sam, what's Technical said, he specifically works in the industry, and I work for like a sandbox startup. So I think that's something we could do. But yeah, I think if we can go down the route of doing it all ourselves, then we'd definitely do that.
It's really interesting. I've been thinking about the whole metaverse sort of thing lately, and I think there's definitely a few hurdles to actually make it a bit more viable. Whereas like I think for me, this is a bit of a just a theoretical chat. It's like I think that NFTs are going the way where possibly each NFT holds within it the data to be able to be used in multiple different metaverses, depending on the metaverse that you're trying to connect to. So I think it would be a situation with, imagine there's a VR type metaverse chat that you want to go to. You would connect your wallet, you would select the NFT that you wanted to use for that, and within that NFT holds the data for a 3D model and all the textures and stuff like that. However, if you wanted to go onto something like, let's say, Discord, a type of Discord chat, you could then connect your wallet and use the same NFT, but within that NFT, there would also be possibly a 2D image that was provided by the people and the project that created it. So you could use the 2D image of the same NFT to be shown there. So I think that's something that I'm really excited about in this whole thing. So having an NFT be a bit more of a Swiss Army knife of ID, if that makes sense. So
yeah, I don't think we should just be locked into one specific thing, because the world is just changing so quickly now.
And the metaverse isn't going to be one place. It just isn't.
Yeah.
I don't think unless there's going to be this one company that really just comes out of the blue and takes over. I don't think the metaverse will be one place. I think it will be across multiple spots.
If you think about like Sandbox is funded by Animoca Funds, and Animoca Funds has their fingers in every single upcoming NFTs or like metaverse projects. So really, like, it's a race. It's really a race right now.
For sure. But I think having multiple different ways to use your single NFT, I think that's going to be really quite crucial. Just having it as a multifaceted thing and not just locked into this image. That's it,
Yeah, for sure.
I think that'd be really cool.
Chewy asks, will Ethan's Oddie be mintable part of the roster? I think we mentioned at the start we'll do it as an honorary.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be in the the Odd District final collection. It'll be like a side collection.
And I think we should really give it back to their community to you can join the community and see how you to win it, but I think that's the most honorary way, right? Just like the Bubble Buds one or the Octo Heads one.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
So I've just set up a giveaway bot in AMA chat. So it is there if you just scroll up. Timestamp is 9. Oh, it'll be different for everyone. But yeah.
How much time have they got?
An hour.
An hour, guys. Don't tell people in general. Keep it to yourselves.
Yeah.
It's one of the one of ones straight up a potato.
Just straight up potato. No.
Fuck yeah. No.
Oh, okay.
No.
But there'll be a potato in the materials for sure.
Which is in phase 4. Won't be in this collection.
Scrolling through here, I'm realizing how bad I made myself sound before. So just ignore that. Let's find the next question. Yeah. Goodness. Sorry, there's so many comments about people.
Yeah, there's like 179 messages, and I'm pushing that hunt through.
Hoddle asks, you have mentioned you have coded smart contracts the way will make gas lower. Can you please explain? Specific at Technical Todd.
I'm looking at it right now, and gas is 150, and it's great. The price is fantastic. So yeah, I think the contract that I have written for this is really going to help us to be able to mint cheaper. I think I did it last night. I think it was for one, it was about $30 and gas was about 100. So yeah, I think we're looking good. I did 5. I was able to mint 5, and gas was, how much was it, bro? I think it was like
80.
40,
$80.
Oh, I did another one even after that, and it was even cheaper. But yeah, it's great. So this contract is going to definitely help us all out to be minting cheaper for sure.
It was 0.02 or 119 something when you minted 5, which is if you divide that, which is quick math. 0.005.
It doesn't quite divide. It goes, 1 is a price, and then the gas becomes subsequently less the more you do. So if I was to mint 1 now, where gas is almost 200, it'll cost like $40 in gas. So that's amazing, really. At the end of the day, having gas at 200 and being able to still mint for about $40, I think is pretty hot. Obviously, if gas is under that, it's so cheap. So I think we're looking good on that, guys. I'm really, really excited to be able to provide a cheaper minting ability. I think the good thing is this also allows the transactions on OpenSea to be cheaper as well, because OpenSea uses this. It uses the same contract to do the transfers and all that sort of stuff. So overall, we're going to be paying a hell of a lot less to deal with Todds moving forward, which is amazing.
That was a really good question, I think, but Pat's already got whitelist. Damn it, Pat.
Well, let's unwhitelist him and we'll make him get it again.
Freya says, how long does a project like this take?
We've been working on this since the beginning of August. I think you can't really compare project to project. Every person has, or every team has their own way to deal with things, their specific timelines. But I think what our focal point was for this project is definitely quality and attention to details. I mean, we constantly say this. Something with whatever we're doing, it's not just the simple art that we're trying to put out there. If you look at every single Oddie, zoom in on it, honestly, look at the details that D-Rog has put in. I mean, he puts in a lot of his time into specific traits. every oddie that you see has been a lot of time put in. If you look at some of the tweets that we've been tweeting in the past 2 weeks, you can see what technical Todd has been doing in terms of coding, splitting up images and his generating code. Like, no, the list goes on, and I'm sure they can like explain more about the time they put in for each thing. But I think, yeah, for us specifically, we've been working on this since the beginning of August.
Yeah, I think one thing to touch on with this is that me and I suppose the entire team is, we didn't just start here. We've been doing this for, I'd say, well, at least me and Devul sort of started doing some shitcoins and contract stuff about a year ago, if not more, bro?
Yeah.
I can't remember. We've been getting stuck into this stuff for a long time now. And then we were just mucking around as a team, and we made just a stupid NFT project just for fun. And that was before this, and that was a good couple of months before we even started this. So we've been really messing around with this full time. Like I can't even, I wouldn't even want to think about how many hours I've put into doing this stuff. But it's been a long time coming, and it's a real passion project for the entire team, you know.
For sure. I can't even remember the last time I put this many hours into anything.
Yeah, Dave has definitely put in a lot of hours.
Yeah, I'm so proud of him.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I mean, it goes back to a team, right? It's just been so great working with everyone, and everyone just, you know, puts in their hours in their own areas, and we all been working so hard.
For sure.
Yeah. Evil Dr. Tom says, what was the inspiration for the lore, and how did you decide on a radiation event / TC99?
This is the radiation guy he works with. Radiation, I'm pretty sure.
Who asked? Who asked this specifically?
He was fact checking my lore.
Tom.
Oh yeah,
I remember.
he's the scientist, so get it right, bro.
Yeah, so I just googled some radiation words and pretty much just mashed it all together. But yeah, the inspiration for the lore, I don't know. I asked the team for what they think could work, and then I try to just piece it all together, and I kind of just freestyle it. I get to a point where I think it's good, and then give it to technical Todd, and he just puts his herbs and spices on it and just kind of fluffs it up a bit more. And it actually works, because he's a lot better with words and kind of creating a scene, whereas I like creating the base idea, should I say?
Yeah, you got all the juicy bits, and then I just pour a bit of sauce on top of it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's
like
pretty
a
much
good roast.
Yeah. I guess inspiration is coming from RPG games and just sci-fi movies. One of my favorite video games is Borderlands, so that's kind of the same vibe, kind of post-apocalyptic universe, multiverse kind of thing.
It's all those movies you worked on, isn't it, Sam?
No, but I don't actually think that's got anything to do with it. I just I remember writing some shit back when I was I've never actually written much, but I write a lot of emails at work, and I have to articulate things really, really specifically, because there's a lot of idiots out there. So just at work, so I have to really be really specific with how I talk. So I think that kind of helps a lot, and just to be articulate.
Vol is being quite humble, because he does most of it.
Yeah. It's definitely all written. It's all written
from his brain.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
Now a shared love of Borderlands as well, because a lot of my design elements, if you look at the website, you can definitely see the Borderlands inspiration there as well.
Yeah.
Because we both.
If you like RPGs and co-op games, yeah, Borderlands is so sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just, everyone just has the perfect mix of skills, I think, for this project, you know.
For sure.
it just really worked out and has worked out and is working out really, really well.
Yep. Okay, let's see. Matty says, how do you plan to extend the community before... Nope, sorry, I missed one. Adria, sorry sis, says, have you all worked on any other NFT projects before?
Not majority of us, no.
Yeah, not all
Some
together.
stupid shit, just like messing around and having a bit of fun. Nothing public or anything like that. Just, getting to grips with it before we jumped into this, I think was one of our key things. We really wanted to make sure that we didn't just jump into this project super green. So we just, made some dumb stuff and never went anywhere, but it helped us learn how to do all of this so that we weren't coming in here without an idea.
And what really helped, like, me and Devu is like we've been in part of like other big communities. That's what we learned from them, like they're what they did very well, and then that's how I implement some of the ideas or how to grow this specific community. Yeah. I mean, if you've been in our community since day one, you know that everything's organic, man. Like we didn't really try to like make it just grow big instantly, because I think that's why it works so well now. If you come in, there's depth in our conversations. Everyone knows each other, like, to a personal level, I would say, which is, something that we really wanted from the very beginning. And we're so stoked that it turned out the way it did.
Yeah, for sure. Like our number one priority is like just building a community, building a family, because like I mentioned before, I just really think sick art and like sick community just goes hand in hand to making a successful NFT project.
I mean, if you look at like I hate to compare this, but like BC, man, like they didn't really have utility, but it's just sick art and sick community, dude. Like jump into the Discord and then see just people people talk about real shit, people share real stuff. They have community things like, I don't know if you guys saw the tweet yesterday, Quam and Spree made a bloody fucking soundtrack for Odd District.
Yeah, it's so sick.
So good.
And we actually going to post something. Like, I don't know if you saw the tweet from 2 days ago. There's actually an virtual exhibition that I'm going to post after this AMA. That I hope you guys all go in and check it out. And that's another community project from Eco. Yes, Eco is the guy with the real funny letter names. Yes, it's pronounced Eco, and Spree. I would love for all of you guys to go check it out, man. Once we're done with this,
it's amazing.
It's insane.
Crazy.
Yeah, we really encourage like all of you just to kind of express your passion for oddies, but like put your own twist to it. Whatever your field is, like definitely share it with us, and we'll get it out.
Juju, like just going out and putting stickers out in town and stuff like that. I think that's this is what community is about, man. Like we don't. Obviously it'd be good, if we be like, hey, let's do this, and we all get together. But it doesn't stop any of you guys to go represent us. We trust all you guys.
For sure.
Sure.
I missed yours as well. Is D-Rug ever going to fix his profile pic so he matches with the rest of the team? Because he's a Sunday compared to the other four.
I'm all about the bro. All about the
D-Rug. What's up, dude? You gonna match us?
Oh, the profile pics are too small, man. I want to be able to see those details.
You want to zoom in on those eyes.
Yeah.
Tell me you have that on your Twitter profile picture. You can blow it up.
Do I? Not sure. Twitter's all new to me, eh?
True. You're all about the IG.
I'm zoomed in on Twitter as well.
I think, did we miss Mattis's question, or was that kind of answering Mattis's question before?
No, I was just about to say it. What was it? How do you plan to extend the community before the launch? How can we grow bigger before launch?
I mean, like yesterday we did the collab with Chaotic, Mecca. We really want to like vibe with like real communities, like like Chaotic, or like the previous collabs like Bubble Buds or Octo Heads, where it's like really warm and friendly communities that's that's kind of what we're trying to build here as well. We've got some big announcements coming up in the next 2 days. We've got two very special, how would you say it? Two very special pieces that like we kind of want to leak. And we hope everyone in the community would get together and try to get the attention of whoever we're trying to target. I don't really want to say too much because I always get in trouble for leaking too much. But yeah,
we're going to try and target some bigger names, I think, is what the thing is, and we're going to really try and push the community to help us out with that, with raids and those sorts of things. We've got loads of stuff still coming. There's so much stuff in the pipeline, and at the end of the day, it's not about being the biggest project. It's about being the most legit project.
Yeah, being the realist.
That's what we're aiming for. It's about being it's about being legit and being like true to ourselves and true to the community and providing the best service that we can.
Well, I mentioned this yesterday, and when I was talking in the chaotic stream, I was like, how infuriating when it is when people come into our Discord and be like, oh, you've only got 4,500 people, and they'd be like, what's up? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, we have the 4,500 like best people in the community. Like, look at our chat, look at engagement, man. Like, we're going off, man. And they don't care. They just look at the numbers and they're like, oh, I'll just jump in a 10,000 people server. It must be better. But to us, it's not. Like, what we have is very special.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's not, and it isn't. It really isn't. It's like our server is true, I think, and it's really showing with our numbers and who's engaging and the conversations that we have, and the fact that our community is really going above and beyond, and doing things like with the sticker bombing and making this VR gallery and things like that. And I think it's really amazing what everyone's doing. We really well, they know it's a VR thing, right? So it means a lot to us that the community's coming in, hanging out with us and doing these things for us.
For sure.
Yeah, I think it really showed specifically during New Year's and Christmas Day, dude. Like, everyone was around. Like, everyone.
It was awesome.
No, great. And we're all the whole founding team members, we're all in there all the time. We're trying to be in there as much as we can and talk to you guys. And it's really funny when I'm in there and then some fresher faces will come in and they'll be like, oh, it's so great seeing that the founding members are in here talking. And I'm just like if you're not seeing the founding members in the Discord talking with the community, then you probably shouldn't be in that project. It's not going to go anywhere. You know what I mean? They don't give a shit. They're just there for a money grab. It's like the people that have the founders talking and discussing with the community are the projects that are going to go somewhere, I think.
100%, man.
Yeah. That's my rant. There'll be many more.
No, it needed to be said. Renaissance says, question for Technical Todd. Do holders of Oddies get a free Lord of the Rings series spoilers? Are you even working on this?
Yeah.
If that was the case,
I've spent the last 2 years working on the Lord of the Rings TV series. It's been crazy. It's been a really, really crazy experience. But if I want to continue working in the film industry, I probably won't be telling you guys anything about it until it's out.
NDAs, mate. NDAs.
Yeah, totally. I can tell you I worked on it. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that, but that's as far as the spoilers go.
Mash asked, where do you see the project in 2 years?
Where is it?
I think what we really like, I think we all, from the very beginning of this project, we talk, as a team, we discussed, it's like, hey, look, we want to do, like, what are we trying to do with this? And we all agree that we want to build a brand. We want to do this for, a long time. Longevity was our main focal point. That's why we focused everything on quality and attention to detail, because everything counts, right? I always said that, like, if you bind a project and they don't even put in the effort and the time and the collection, why do you think they will, do what they promise they will do? like that's what we really want to show here to you guys. Like, look at the time and effort and the quality we're putting out in our product. Like, and our roadmap. Like, I mean, that's why we hope you guys would understand is that we will do what we set out to do from looking at the product we're producing. In terms of like where we see ourselves in 2 years. Hopefully, we have a brand by then. Hopefully, we've built into the Oddiverse. Like. A lot of it we have vision, but it takes time and it takes takes
also,
skills.
like, we don't know where it's going. In 2 years, who knows where this whole industry will be. So we're just floating along with that, doing as much as we possibly can with the resources and with the and what everyone's wanting and what everyone's doing. So we'll be here. We don't know in what capacity with the project for sure. It'll be us doing something, but who knows? The metaverse will be in there, hopefully. If that becomes something. But yeah, we'll
Absolutely.
be here doing something.
I mean, this space is just forever innovating itself, like at a rapid pace. That's why everyone's kind of trying to jump on for the ride. And I think being a good project and being open-minded is kind of adapting to changes, seeing what works and seeing how you can implement that in your own project. And yeah, it's forever evolving. Our main focus is just roadmap 1.0 and then just building the brand to be bigger than what it is now.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Then nothing says, are there plans in the works without spoiling anything to reward holders? I'm not going to say hodlers.
I think the whole roadmap.
There's our airdrop, right? That's the first big thing, the community wallet and, that whole thing. That's another thing. You guys will be in there discussing straight away with funds ready to go. That's a massive one. It's like, there's your reward. If you really want to and you all decide on it, you can all just have the funds, if that's what you want. At the end of the day, I would hope that you don't do that, but you'll have money there to be able to. But you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, there's already two massive things available for the community. All these funds from Mint Day and this huge airdrop of all the portal creatures that's coming, as soon as that can be put out to you guys. So. And plus, on top of that, all the other things that are going to come, there'll be pop-ups, there'll be members meets, there'll be all these things.
Yeah, we got merchandise as well.
Merchandise, so much.
And I think, like it goes, everything wraps back around to like, if we can build like the perfect community, man, like everything will just come into place, man. Like, need less worry about like, like holding for to get something. Just really focus on building this brand and like building this community. And I think everyone will be happy at the end of the day if we can really come together and strive for big things.
Yeah, I mean that's why we want to build, like, it goes back to just building a real community and kind of building that trust between the team and the community to have patience and to have like belief in what we're trying to deliver, because these things they don't take overnight. Like, we've been working on this since the start of August. We're really proud where it's at the moment. But yeah, that's just about building belief between us and you guys, and
for sure,
going along for the ride.
Yeah, I think it's that's it. It's like you guys are almost more than 50% of what makes this project. Like the community is everything really. Without you guys, we're pretty much nothing. So yeah, that's why we're here, and we're focusing so much of our energy on hanging out and building something with you all. And that's where everything that we do is sort of focused back onto that whole community thing, with our Dwellers channel, with our community wallet, with the availability of the team in the Discord 24/7, all that. So
yeah, for sure. And like everyone's quite aware that the NFT market at the moment is quite bullish actually. And the last couple of months of last year we could probably consider that as a bear market. But you know, the ones that are really flying now, they have communities that kind of stuck by the team, and they believed in them, and they're reaping the rewards now. So it's so
definitely
important, man. It's so important.
Yeah. Crypto Pino asks, what's your goal for 2022? I think we kind of answered that, right?
We've covered that for sure.
Yeah. How did he open? Oh no, that's not for us, is it?
What's next?
How do you plan to expand the community before launch? I mean,
Sensei
make it. Oh wait, isn't it Mattis? We answered that too. Yeah.
Asked that before.
Yeah, I don't know where we
It's
are
the
with this
same
question.
guy. Sensei Seth says, have you guys, we're 30 minutes behind at least. Have you guys thought about an illustrative book made of oddies, the art, the process, etc.?
There's a lot of emojis, so I think we need to answer this question relatively good.
So, what was it?
Dave, you want to answer that? Illustrative book made of oddies, the art, the process?
A book would be awesome, dude. I've got some original sketches of the oddies, which I put in a personal chat the other day, and it's quite hilarious to see where everything's come to and evolved to, you know. So that's an awesome idea. It'd be awesome to see the evolution of the project from the bones to the product.
And I think it comes back around to what we spoke about before. You know, like community members can come and, you know, be creative or like help grow this brand and this project. I had one of the members hit me up on DM the other day. He's like, "Hey, look, man, I know this illustrator, comic artist. You know, he or she, I can't remember. He's a he or she, would be very interested to maybe like have a chat with you guys to create, you know, like, you know, a visual comic or something. I mean, you know, like we really, like we said, we focus on Roadmap 1.0, but we're not, you know, we're not going to be against if any other community member come and be like, hey, look, let's try work together on an illustrated book. You know, we'd be happy to work together with other community members.
Keeping the options open for sure.
Yeah, I have to keep the options open. That's just the nature of the beast, you know.
And I think one thing that I really want to do with the community fund, that's what I want to do, not what the community want to do, is do a pop-up gallery, man. Like you can do so much education in a pop-up gallery. Have a bunch of the members there, educate anyone new that's interested in the space, teach them about the Oddieverse, etc. You know, you tell them about the lore, all that good.
Yeah, I think that'll be one of the first things we try and action in the real world is definitely a little pop-up gallery. I think it'll be really cool and really fun for all of us. And it's funny because even our whole team, since the lockdown, we haven't even ourselves met up yet. It's been, you know, this entire process has been all online. So it'll be good to even just catch up with you guys and have a beer.
Yeah, sure.
It's so intense though. Like with every spare minute we get, like we are on this. Like I assure you guys.
Yeah. Right.
What is the life expectancy?
Yeah, go for it.
I hope to live to an old age.
Sugar Shane, yeah. What is the life expectancy here? Vision for longevity of the project, possible passive income. I think like we
touched on it, you know,
we did touch on it. You know, I think Roadmap 2.0 is something that we can like I said, it's really community driven. You know, it could be anything, but yeah, I mean, we touched on every single thing earlier, like about tokens and stuff like that. Like, you know, we can create it, but does it produce definitely passive income? Like, you know, that comes down to tokenomics and all that good. But we as a team definitely will be in this project as long as the community is here and want us to continue to drive and do whatever, you know, for the best of the project.
For sure, man.
Merch store?
Nedgeman? Merch store.
Yeah, Nedgeman.
Question mark.
We've leaked some merch already in our announcement. I don't know if all the newer members have seen. You put some up, Technical Todd. Yeah, we already have merch made. But it will be coming soon after the launch. We have some good shirts, hoodies, and I've lit my hat. I wear the hat every day, so I'm repping Odd District every day.
I got my shirt, cranking it. It's a bit hot in summer with the black, but it's good.
Freya asked, are there also girl oddies?
Let's put that in the chat as well.
Yeah. I think leak the girl oddie.
But it won't be in the first collection.
No.
And I think only 1/3 of oddies holders would get into the girl oddie world, because there will be 3 worlds or 3 districts that you can get to via the portal. And one of them is definitely a female world. The other 2 worlds we haven't told you guys, which hopefully you'll find out if you get to level 23.
Oh yeah.
Nasty asked, how many rare ones are there? Haha, out of the 7,999.
There's
Are we allowed to say?
7,900.
No, I mean,
rares.
they're all rare.
999.
There's multiple layers of rareness, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, we go through the trait sheet every day, and it's just like with 600 traits, man. You can't put a high percentage on things, because everything just becomes relatively rare. The combos you're getting, I mean, they generate, every generated picture oddie is so different. Some that might have unrare traits, but it's so rare to get that generated oddie that I would consider rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And
It's
the hidden traits add some rarities for sure.
Yeah. The hidden traits, that's something. It's the whole thing. Is just, it all accumulates to these images that are like all so specifically unique. You know what I mean? And at some point we'll release the rarity for the hidden traits as well, I think, which will be kind of cool down the line. So I'm keeping track of it all. But yeah.
The Stoic. Fuck, I'm butchering that name. Do you want to say the name, Doc?
The Stoic.
The Stoic.
Hey, English is my second language, all right? Apparently.
Macy. Will there be anything in the future that could make the appearance change in the oddies, like Macy plus serum equals Macy? What do you think?
I think that's kind of like the portals. The portal's our serum, right?
Yeah, really it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in a different aspect, yeah.
For sure. The portal can do a lot of things. I've been told.
He's been through it.
But you need the potato, mate. You need to do the potato dance.
Yeah. the portal's our serum. So I think, there's going to be, it's not just going to stop at this first drop. The portal's going to play a big role in the lifetime of this project.
Gear Boss, sorry, I may have missed something. Gear Boss says, in terms of marketing, are you planning to involve some famous people? Who would like to have a rant?
I mean, we can talk about this in different aspects. I mean, we have had famous people approach us that wants a lot of money, which we don't have, and I don't think that's organic. But we also spoke about that we are going to leak something very soon that we want to target some, famous people, and that goes out to the community or try to, tag them or tag their friends to, get their attention and see if they can organically come to our project and, be honorary, representation, or even just retweet about us or talk about a project.
Yeah.
I mean, the other day, some famous person messaged me, and I was so stoked, and I was like, holy shit, keen. And then when you send one message and the next message comes oh, how about give me this much money? And I'm just like, oh, well, you're not very genuine about really thinking our project is really cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's why, Crypto for Columbus says a bit further down, you don't need influencers. I have horror stories from real brands, and it's like, yeah, we kind of know.
Yeah.
Like our inboxes get destroyed by so-called influencers and famous people and just shit like that. And it's just, everyone just wants money. Everyone just wants money, and it's not that cool, really. You know what I mean? Like we're doing this a little bit differently, and we're really doing the organic thing, and I think it's working really well so far.
And I think if like say like any big influencers, so like Logan Paul tweets about you, it's really just going to turn into pump and dump, and I don't think that's good for the community, for the longevity of the project. Like I think there's something that's very sensitive, and we'd rather have a slower organic growth than someone coming in and just pumping your shit, and then the next minute everyone's crying about the dump.
Yep. Why is this gone below floor? Why is this now so cheap? Why is no one caring? Why is no one in the community anymore?
Yeah, because everyone's sold at the pump.
Yeah, exactly.
It's about. It's like that's why the organic thing allows you guys to get to know us, get to trust us, and want to hold. And that's really what we're aiming for. Is like no pump and dump, no flipper mentality, none of that shit. No invite contests, just true community and true people, and being able to access to the team as well. That's what on top of this, that's what holding and being involved in this community gives you. It gives you access to us as well, and we we're trying our hardest to make something of this, and we've got I think we've got a good head on our shoulders, all of us in this team. So
yeah, 100%.
The full nacho. I've only just got to this question, by the way. A bunch of people were like telling me to ask this. In phase 4, you mentioned artifact drops and your odd moves into new districts. Is the plan to create an odd ecosystem or some sort of game metaverse environment?
Totally.
Gradually touched on all of those, right?
Yeah, I think that's totally what it is, right? We're building our universe. We're building everything up to be its own ecosystem, its own universe, its own story, its own lore, its own project, its own thing. So definitely.
Right, I don't want to be I'm not trying to buzzkill or anything. I'm just wondering because we're like 45 minutes behind with the questions. So
yeah, I mean, we've
how much time have you guys got?
Time frame on this.
I've got all day, so
I've got time. I'm fine. I'm not.
I think, and Doc, you're the one that's in the UK time right now, so it's up. We can stay on if it's real late for you.
It's only 9.
Oh yeah, then we're good. We're good.
It's only 9 o'clock. Okay, let's find the next one.
Someone might have asked, but
yeah. Take money. With the whole aspect of the metaverse, will the Audi eventually have a virtual world we would be able to join to play as our Audi?
Yeah, so we've touched on this a few times. Yeah, for sure. It's all a possibility. Some things maybe come in that you guys can see in the coming days. Related to this. Stop now. Yeah, totally. It's not in our roadmap 1.0, but definitely there's things and conversations happening that relate to all of this question. And
we really want to show, we really want to show you that we are capable to do things, which you might be able to see in the next coming few days. But we really try, with Roadmap 1.0, we're really trying to set the foundation of the Audioverse, and then what we do and go in Roadmap 2.0, I think, that's something in the big picture.
Yeah.
Have you thought about doing something like NanoPass has made popular? Essentially, you use a percentage of secondary sales on OpenSea to fund a treasury, and that treasury can be used to purchase whitelists for different projects or NFTs. I think I can touch up on that, right? Because I spoke to other people about NanoPass. They have the black box thing, if you guys don't know, and they use because we use 20% of our revenue from secondary sales and put that in the in our community wallet. And I think what NanoPass is doing, they use that money to buy NFTs, to buy other things, and they just do a random raffle every month. I mean, that's a good and a bad thing. A good thing is, your community feels like they're getting rewarded, like a utility kind of thing. But in the long run, like that money, like we said, can be used elsewhere that benefits the community and the project in the long term. So I think this is something, like we said, the community has to come together and vote for the direction we're going with this community wallet.
It's similar to like, using those funds to buy the floor. It's nice to begin with, but it quickly becomes just throwing away money.
Yeah. Well, you're manipulating your own project, which is not really genuine.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I'd rather spend that money into, like, if I don't know what NanoPass is doing with their money, specifically. If I had, for example, like 50K that I spent on free NFTs to give to the community, that 50K could be used on, developing whatever their roadmap is, for example.
Totally. Yeah.
And Nancy says, is there plans to potentially create 3D Oddies?
No comment. Let's not talk about this. Let's not talk about this, guys.
All right, next question.
Yeah. Just fucking have your notifications on, mate.
Notifications on.
Okay. I don't know if Dior is asking this to everyone or us personally.
How far down? What time? How far down are we? Yeah, what time's that?
8:35. I'm
35. Okay, let me scroll down to 35. Yeah,
just also everyone that's listening, if you haven't gone up, go back up to 9:30 or whatever time that is, and make sure to enter the Mecha Chaotic NFT raffle that we have going on. There's a free NFT available to all of our listeners today, so make sure to get up there and enter that, because otherwise you're missing out on a possible cool free NFT.
Yeah, it's on the 30-minute mark timestamp.
Yeah.
So we're 9:30, so it's up to you guys. I don't know. It could be like 11:30 or whatever.
Find it and enter that. There's 55 people listening. I can only see 41 people have entered. So get up there now and enter.
Yeah, I'll reply to it. So
go find it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
I don't think that's a question from Dior like numbers. I think that's for the community.
Okay. Hippie.
Oh no, that's for us. Maybe. How many oddies do each of you plan on owning? Like, I think as us as a team. We talked about this the other day. I'm gonna personally mint just like one of you guys. I'm personally gonna mint myself. I'm not sure. I can't speak for the teams. But I think
also am going to.
We are gonna be making our profile pictures as well, and we'll probably gift them to ourselves just because that's part of the team. I think that's part of our identity for this project. So that'll be something that we'll be doing. We will all own our own profile pictures, and I think we'll all be minting ourselves. And there'll be probably a small amount that we'll put into the founder's wallet, which will be there for giveaways and that sort of thing post mint.
But we promised in a roadmap for 50 free NFTs that we're going to run contests and stuff for, and then obviously for other marketing or other things that we've used for free NFTs. I think we owe 13 to 15 people free NFTs at the moment from giveaways and stuff. So I don't think our founders wallet will be any more than like I think below 100 will be in the team wallet pretty much.
Yeah, and 50 of those were already earmarked for giveaways. So.
Yeah, the team is probably like, if we're gonna get any free ones, that's not coming out of our own pocket. I mean, it's still coming out of our own pocket because we launched the contract and we spent the time. But I don't think any of us will own more than one, or two. Like, that's the max. And if we want to own more, we'll be paying our own money.
For sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Hippie Diva says, how long do we have to mint during the pre-sale? I think that's 38 hours, right?
Yeah, so I think it's 38 hours if I did the math right. It's from was it 8?
Trust Jackie's maths.
I'll just type it in.
He's actually really good at math.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I just typed it into chat. Just you do your own maths.
Yeah. Are you giving us long enough whitelist window so that we have time to wait. I mean, that's the number. That's what we given you.
Yeah, I think 38 hours is
Where
is
do
a
you
lot.
think that's long enough? I think it's plenty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean,
the gas and the contract's cheaper gas anyway, so you don't necessarily need it to be down at 30 in order to get a cheap mint. It's like, if it's below 100, you're getting a pretty good deal on minting anyway. So.
Yeah. I think we sort of answered this one before. Mahal, would you consider a shop where we can buy T-shirts and other merchandise with the Oddies on? I mean,
yeah, we will have merch. Yeah.
Yeah. Easier. Mash says, how will stuff like 3D model data be added post mint?
If we were to add it,
future?
If we were to add it,
if we were to add it, yeah.
If we needed to add it, that's something we would add to the metadata. But for the most part, it would probably be maybe a future collection, or yet to decide. But if we were to add it, you can update the metadata to include all of this new information.
Or we just use it in the Oddiverse.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Maybe it doesn't even exist in your NFT specifically. It just it only exists within the Oddiverse, and you use your NFT, and that automatically gets shown, something like that.
Yeah. Biz Guy, is there any chance we can get some sort of Oddie artwork in physical form with future merch drops?
We haven't really, like a figurine or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe just a
print or something like that.
Print. Yeah, I talked to D-Rog about this. Maybe there's something we can have for one of the utilities in phase 4. Yeah, I think just wait.
For sure.
Yeah, I think prints are cool. And at the end of the day, these images really lead themselves to being prints. The resolution on the images is huge, and they're in a really nice format to kind of hang on your wall, whether that be in a digital art frame or be physically printed. That's up to you guys, or possibly up to us if we use this as a utility to be able to send out signed prints.
I don't know if you guys noticed that, like I would say 97 or 99% of all the NFTs are in squares, but ours specifically is 2000 by 3000, which is like what Technical Todd said. It's very nice when you hang them or have them in digital frames.
Yep.
Like, there's so much wasted space if you were to put a square NFT on a normal monitor. You know what I mean? I'm kind of surprised that they are the aspect ratio that they are when most monitors are not that. So, because like even when you see something like a Base or something at a gallery, they crop it and they cut the sides off it and zoom in on the image. With us, you're not having to do that, and you're losing resolution by zooming in. So it's interesting that the community as a whole has adopted the square thing, I think.
Mr. Delax, people are using too much word metaverse, Web3, etc. Oh yeah, you gone.
This is often used to bait people. Are you proud of the project actually? Do you regret something or wish you did something in a different way? Can I just touch on the first part? Web3 is just the name of the... And I know what you're saying, but it is actually the technical name of the JavaScript. So
yeah, I don't think Web3 isn't a buzzword.
Yeah, but metaverse is.
Yes, that's why we haven't utilized it. You know what I mean? We don't constantly say metaverse and shove that down your guys' throat, because that's still something that's quite, I think, experimental, and it's something that is still being developed. That's why we haven't really built our project on the metaverse, because that's not something super physical right now.
And if we do it, it's because we under-promise and over-deliver. That's our motto. We don't promise you anything in terms of these big trendy keywords, but like because we don't want to use it as like a marketing, tool to like kind of just drag you guys in for the sake of mentioning it.
Totally.
Yeah. And are we proud of this project? Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, man.
I think I
Sure.
speak for everyone when I say yes.
150%.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
I can't think of many other things I'm more proud of, honestly.
Like, I mean, I've always said this, like, we're just so proud of how things turned out. We're 5 normal people, we you see some other project just blow up overnight. May they have the influencer background, or may they know a lot of really big people in the space. Like how this project turned out between the 5 of us, how our community turned out, like, is a very proud thing. Like,
Yeah,
very, very
I'm
proud
so
thing.
stoked with the community.
Sure.
Do you regret something or wish you did something in a different way? Still part of the same question.
No.
I don't regret anything, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think we've done it.
I mean, right now we still coming up to launch, and this might be something that we can talk about in the future if we have any regrets. But right now, I think we're trying to leave no regrets. We're doing everything we could possibly. I think that's our our way of like doing this. Is like leave nothing behind.
Got it.
I couldn't listen to someone tell me about a Todd setting gas fees.
Oh, do you want it?
I think we already talked about the gas fees, but
Yeah, we're recording the AMA, so
yeah,
you can listen back. Kiko Parmigiano says, once an Audi is in OS, is there a way someone would be able to see in the contract that the gas price would be inherently lower? What would you be looking for to indicate that?
So where's the follow-up question? It's in OS. It's just in the way that they're transferred over. So it's just in the part of the contract that is used by OpenSea to do the transferring. It's just a bit cheaper in there. There's just some logic behind the scenes that allows that to be a tiny bit cheaper.
Do people own commercial rights to the NFTs? Like, can we print them on shirts and shit like that?
Yeah.
Yes, you guys own it. Just not our logo. Our logo is ours. But yeah, if you own your Audi, go hard. Do whatever you want with it. We're not gonna,
Yeah,
your personal Audi is yours, but our like design elements, like the logo and the squid and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And we encourage you to, do derivatives or, make a brand out of your own Audi. But yeah, like the other team members said, no use of the logo.
Big Mac.
What are the upfront costs to start an NFT project?
I mean, time is value, right? Like 5 months of our time every day, going hard at it.
The biggest thing. Do you have the 24/7 availability of your own time to actually put into it? And that's been the thing that it's been a detriment. It's been a detriment to my family, and my partner's definitely bore the brunt of that.
Seriously, yeah, my wife has honestly had it up to here with me. I can't visually show you, but she's had it up to here. And I think that's something you really have to think about to start a project like this. It's the time and what you can put in. If you have the heart for it, and I think we all do. Like what Technical Todd said. You gotta have to talk to your family, your loved ones about putting in the time. And if you talk about specifically in terms of money, like I think the cost of it's really launching a contract that actually costs money. If you guys didn't know, every whitelist we put in there, it costs us money. How detailed the contract is, I'm sure this Technical Todd can cover this more technically. But yeah, everything costs money in the contract.
Yeah, every single action that we make in the contract costs us. That's why this new contract is cheaper, because the code that's inside of the transaction, the minting part of the contract, is shorter, and it tries to make things more concise.
You can try.
So yeah, the more data you transfer, the more it costs. That's why publishing the contract itself is reasonably expensive, and then adding hundreds and possibly thousands of addresses to the whitelist, that costs a lot. As you can imagine, that's just strings of data. So that's one of the biggest costs. And yeah, and then I suppose just marketing fees and stuff like that for any marketing that we need to do as well.
Yeah, there's little things like you have to web hosting and stuff.
Yeah, domains.
Sorry.
Yeah, purchasing domains, purchasing web hosting, stuff like that. Here and there.
Yeah, just little things.
Yeah, and just I want to stress our time. Like our time at the end of the day is not free. It costs us a lot.
And we have spent money out of our own pocket. We have made merch and stuff like that, or just other things that's related to a project. We all have spent our own money in one way or another. And yeah, we can't. Every project's different, so we can't talk for other projects. How did you guys come up with the name and names of oddies from Stash My Cake? I think the Vu.
Yeah, so Dave and I, D-Rog and I were just brainstorming on FB chat, and yeah, we just kept rattling off ideas. I've mentioned it before in the general chat, and I think we came up with Storkheads.
Storkheads. Imagine.
Is there any other ones, Dave?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. People have picked up I've seen a few comments saying, hey, it looks like Abe's Oddworld Odyssey, and that definitely came up when we were discussing. And I guess that's where the inspiration of the odd word came in, and then we were just trying to make it sound cool and interesting, The whole reason behind the way we spelt district is just because merging word dystopian and district together, so that's why it's spelled like that. But yeah, it was just me. Sorry,
it was the standout name for sure.
Yeah,
out of what we came up with.
We could probably go back through the history.
Just in case people think we can't spell, yeah, that's the reason why it's a Y.
Yeah, plus Oddie, Oddie with the ODDY, it kind of just works. So yeah.
Sorry, there's a lot of chat. Looking for a question.
The question got missed. Blah blah blah. In phase 4, you mentioned artifacts. Oh, we did. All right.
I asked it. Yeah. I didn't actually miss it. I just wasn't.
We just weren't there. There's so many questions. Oh my god, there's another 200 messages. I just keep looking up.
I don't know how I'm going to do this. Okay.
It's so funny.
Okay.
Just keep going for it.
Brady then says, how long has D-Rog been doing tattoos for? They're insane.
Cheers, dude. I've been tattooing probably about 7 or 8 years now, I think. It's all just one big glue at the moment. But yeah, I'm not tattooing at the moment. I'm just fully focused on this, and probably start heading back to part-time tattooing, and once we've launched and got all the hectic stuff out of the way.
Yeah, I still remember when so my wife actually lived with D-Rog and his partner when D-Rog was apprenticing as a tattoo artist, right?
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Chewy has won the Mecca thing, by the way.
Oh, congratulations, Chewy.
Wanted to say congratulations.
Yeah, just head up the Vu, mate. Head up the Vu. All right, or yeah, head up the Vu, and then we'll put you onto on to what's his name, Crypto for Columbus.
Yeah.
What timestamp are we up to?
Robbo says, D-Rog, are you running tattoo discounts for oddies? I'm gonna get whatever I mint on me.
We're at 950, bro.
950.
Yeah. Sorry.
A lot of people asked this, and I don't think D-Rog was awake when people asked this. Like D-Rog charges a lot more than what you're paying for each mint for a tattoo. Minimum.
Sorry, dealing with the kids. What was that? How long was...
Can you give a tattoo discount to Oddie holders?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, it is D-Rog's job, so it's kind of tough.
He charges quite a bit for a tattoo, mate. Yeah. And I think you guys are also lucky, man. Like you guys are also like, you know, we're so lucky to have D-Rog to work with us. Like, you know, like I said, like, you know, for this project, because, you know, like what we all talk about, time is money, and to that for D-Rog specifically, that's a lot of money, and yeah, I think everyone's very lucky to have him doing this collection.
Cheers, dude. Yeah, keeping pumping hours into it, trying my best.
My goodness. Okay. I think we're almost getting there. It's just a bunch of people repeating that I missed a question when I had it.
Yeah, we recorded it.
Sorry, just trying to find it. I think we're sort of getting there.
Yeah.
Robbo again. Are we going to be doing meetups after the mint for the Auckland NZ fam?
Yeah, for
It'd
sure.
be cool to meet you guys IRL. I won't be there, but okay.
we can definitely have a post reveal party in Auckland. I'm in Auckland till the 28th, so we could definitely try to do something.
Yeah, we definitely will. Yeah, for sure. There'll be a lot of meetups.
And I think, like we said, like with the Phase 5, I really want to do a lot of live events, no matter if it's like in Auckland or in Europe. Whoever's keen to host it, and you know, obviously it comes down to the funds of the community if they want to do it in that specific place as well. You know, do pop-up galleries or whatever meetup events we can do.
I'm not sure if this is a question, but it has a question mark. M. Dubois says, "Portal creatures?" ? Not sure.
We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Yeah.
Yeah, just let your imaginations run wild.
Yeah.
What's the timestamp we're up to? End up.
God, we're
about a minute.
40 minutes.
What?
9 o'clock.
It's like 9:57, I think.
Yeah.
9:57.
Oh, shit.
Cool.
Now
More
okay.
exploding variants.
So Slarty says, "What are our plans beyond community to make this project have real-world utility?"
Where are we?
Well, I think. Yeah, Study asked, well, yeah, in real world utility, I think we're trying to think of things that we want to give utilities in terms of our Phase 5, like, you know, running community events in the real world, having real life products. I think that's something we spoke about in previous AMAs. Technical Todd has spoke about, you know, really growing this into a brand. You know, may it be clothing, may it be anything else. I think that's very important to us. It's like bringing in real life things as well as in this space of NFTs and digital.
I think, I like me personally, I've always collected like art toys and prints. So like your street art and lowbrow art prints. So I think this really leads itself into being that sort of thing as well. I can imagine like a small vinyl Oddie figure, you know, that would be so cool. And also prints, you know, signed by D-Rog, these sorts of things. I think really, and the merch, I think it really helps us and leads itself to being able to branch into that world as well, which in itself is really quite a lot like, you know, the NFT scene, where people are collecting and purchasing, and, you know, there's community around that as well. So I think if we could somehow branch out into those realms at the same time, I think it would really, really be super beneficial for the project. So definitely the real world utility is something we are striving for pretty hard, and it'll be available for us to do that after mint. You know what I mean? It's like you guys are in a way buying into this project because you believe in us as a team to be able to drive the dream and make something of this. So yeah, it's happening. It's definitely going to happen, man, for sure.
I just want to touch up on this. It's not related to the question. Just while everyone is still here, I don't know if Eco is still here, but I can still see Spree in the chat. You know, we've been posting about this digital exhibition that they've made for us. Like that we're going to show today. Should I post in the chat now so everyone can kind of like check it out now?
Yeah.
And
while everyone's still here, and
while everyone's still here. So I'm going to post it right here in the AMA chat. It's the link. It's the Art Step link. Everyone, please go check it out, man. Like it's so dope. It's a digital art gallery. Go check it out. We'll post it officially on our Twitter and everything after this. But honestly, hats off to Eco and Spree for doing this. And yeah, amazing, man, we appreciate it so much, man. It's so dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone go check it out while you guys are still here. It's fucking dope, man.
Really cool. It's really cool.
I spent like
especially
45 minutes
if you've been here a long time. If you've been in the community for even a few weeks, you will see yourself in there, I think.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's so neat. Everything about it's so neat. Every part of it, you can just feel like the effort they put in. Like honestly, it's just so nice. Where are we up to now?
Stash My Cake says, where would the pop-up gallery be?
Yeah, I mean it
could be anywhere.
Yeah, we're worldwide, so we'd have to figure out the logistics of the best place. Obviously, we're living in a world of COVID, so yeah, it'll take a lot of planning. So
I think the easiest first place would be here in Auckland. You know, that's the the majority of us are currently here, and that we can actually move around in New Zealand, whereas it's really hard for New Zealanders currently to leave the country and come back in, because we have to go through quarantine and get access spots and stuff like that, whereas possibly Indoc could do one in the UK, things like that. So I think it's immediately it's about our accessibility to where we can be as a team, but once COVID fucks off, hopefully soon.
Yeah, it needs to fuck right off, doesn't it?
Oh man, it's a pain in the ass, dude. Yeah. Once COVID fucks off, then the world's our oyster again. So.
And with the digital art exhibition, turn on the fucking sounds, mate. Like Spree made that track, and it's fire.
Yeah, you have to listen to the music. It's no good without it.
But it actually like complements the whole experience. Right. It's fucking cool. All right.
Okay, here we go. 40 minutes to go still. I think this is quite similar to a few of the other questions. Slarty again. Are there any plans for NFTs besides just the oddies that make the art more immersive, such as TC99 that could change properties, pets, etc.?
Oh man, I was not listening. Sorry.
I think I can answer this. We've touched on this. I think the portal is definitely the one thing that's already immersive. Being able to access the portal and get these new characters and these new things based on the materials. Totally. TC99 is going to be the other thing that plays a big part in this whole story and this whole adventure. So, watch this space. This portal airdrop thing isn't the only thing we're going to do. There's going to be more as we move on throughout this project. So yeah, definitely. definitely is the answer to that.
I'm gonna add this digital exhibition on our official links as well.
Should we
can
we say let's close the questions at this point, and we'll just answer down to wherever it currently is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
can you
21.
Can you update that link, Ari? Because you have to edit that post. Yeah.
This question is just for me. Pat Hoddle says, "Is my keyboard a Keychron by any chance?" And it is not. It's something I got from the online Chinese marketplace. I'm not sure what brand it is, but it's pretty good, and it's a rainbow, so that's cool. That makes you a better gamer. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, RGB is the way to go.
Of course. Right, let's see. Trying to find another one. Chewy says, "Will some Oddies have superpowers?" Feel like.
Well, if you read the lore of the Oddies, they
do.
all kind of different. You know how the jellies or the skellies became jellies or skellies, and especially jellies, what they can do and to mine TC99. You know, if you guys haven't read it, please read it. Oh yeah, and for the winner of the giveaway, please DM Cryptopher Columbus. I'll at him. Do you know who won?
Yeah, it was Chewy.
Yeah, it was
Chewy. CHUU.
He's already messaged.
Yep.
No, CHUI 23.
Yep, I got it. Yep, I've just tagged him.
I can never tell if MD Boy's questions are questions or just weird comments. What is the portal? ? A philosophical question. Anyone?
It's the access to different worlds.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Well, what isn't the portal? We'll send that question back to you guys.
The portal is everything and everything.
Yeah, the
but
portal
make sure
it's the access to other worlds. It's the heart and the meaning of the Odd District. You know, there's something that was utilized so much back in the history of the Odd District, and opening up these portals opens up a new era to the Odd District and a new way of life for all of the inhabitants there.
Sure.
Actually, yeah, the questions are thinning out, so I'm scrolling.
Yeah. It's all good. We're getting there.
Chewy again. He's on fire today. Can we be an open world type of game like Borderlands with crazy monsters and stuff?
Yes.
We could be.
Sure. We could be anything. We could.
But yeah, that's something that is, depending where we go, for sure, it's something that we could do.
And it's something that takes a lot of resources and skills. And if that's what everyone wants, man, we try our best to get there. But that something like that doesn't just come out overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and whatever it is, it has to be quality, right? Like, I'm not just gonna make some.
No,
bitch.
Exactly.
And Dubois, does the team feel they have the solidity/software development skills in-house to achieve all your goals, or do you envision bringing on more team members to help development?
We've chatted
in terms of roadmap
currently.
With roadmap 1.0, we definitely feel like we're competent. That's why we set out roadmap 1.0. But if you're talking about just what we spoke about before, like doing a full-on game, I think this is something that we need to recruit more skillful people to do a quality.
It's onboarding a game dev company or the correct people. I've been in the industry a long time. At the end of the day, I could easily source the people to do it in-house, but that's an expensive task. I was listening to some guys chatting about game dev on the Mecha Chaotic stream yesterday, and they were saying, 1 or 2 minutes of a cutscene from a big game dev
Blizzard.
company is $2-3 million. That's just a cutscene. Sure, we can make an indie game. Look at some of these indie games that have been made. They've been ongoing from a single developer, 1 or 2 man team for 10, 15 years, and they're still not done. So it's resources, it's money, it's all of these things. And we're not sure necessarily where Roadmap 2.0 takes us, but everything's a possibility depending on funds and that sort of thing. Because we are, at the end of the day, we're an indie NFT project, right? We're a small team doing this, grassroots, doing it ourselves, based on with a great team, but we're indie. We don't have a huge amount of backing. We don't have millions of dollars behind us. We have what we know, and we have our community, and I think that's going to show at some point that we'll be able to do it.
Yeah.
And anyone promising you,
and
anyone promising you otherwise, it's it's the real world, man. Like Technical Todd comes from the space and he knows what he's talking about.
Sorry. Slarty says, are there going to be any sort of incentives or rewards for being here early and being consistently active in the community? Pretty good question.
So I guess post mint, we will kind of revamp the Discord, and we'll have discussions within the team, and possibly the mods and wardens, and see how we can reward early people, but also new members that are coming in. So
as well as all the audiologists get there.
Yeah.
They get a room. The audiologists will be in there helping with and seeing what's coming for this next portal drop and all that sort of thing. So that's going to be a huge part. You guys will see this project continue to grow from behind the scenes in front of the public.
For sure.
Another Slarty question, but again, I think we answered it. Are there going to be any offshoot NFTs like serum, pets, treasures, etc.?
I think we answered this.
We've answered this.
Yeah, I think it's already sort of in what we've released.
Yeah, totally.
Kinda. Right, let's see.
Where are we at?
21. Okay, Shaney, what do you see as the most challenging obstacle to overcome after mint for our community to be successful, as we all believe it can be growth-wise?
I think one very important factor is everyone's still bond together post mint. That's why we're trying to build a strong community, and and it takes time. We're not against people selling or whatever, but if the majority of the community still bonds together, that's one thing that we really wish would happen post mint, and we hopefully no one's gonna come in and pump and dump our thing, and that will create a chaos, and that's out of our control. Anyone else going in?
Chewy. Sorry, I'm racing through these. Have you got anything to add? Just stop me. Chewy says, this is a strange one. Can we try to partner with energy drinks like Monster or Bang?
Monster comes on board, mate.
Yeah.
Don't we wish? These questions, fuck yeah. The real answer, yeah, fuck you. We'd love to work with these big brands, but
it's not that easy, right?
No.
Yeah, you either have to be backed financially heavily, or this just completely kind of flips Basie. Getting those big names is tough for what Technical Todd was saying. We're just an indie team. We're trying to build it from the ground up with not a massive kind of investment fund. So yeah, we got to be realistic with the goals, but you never know in like 2 years where we're going to be. It could be a possibility.
I mean, some of these projects that's hitting the stratosphere, they've only been around for like what 5-6 months.
Yeah.
Right. Keep going. Sorry, it's difficult. Adria. Sorry, I may be saying it wrong. How do you decide on the launch date? How did you decide?
We originally had it early. Well, yeah, it was casually
Mid-December.
launched. Yeah, mid-December. We decided it would just be a bit too hectic for everyone just before the holiday season, and we really wanted to fine-tune the collection and make sure we were delivering something like super high quality. That's why we kind of gave us another month and a bit, just to make sure that we're delivering the best possible product for you guys.
And the gases were ridiculous in December.
Yeah. There's also market conditions come into play. So I feel like it was the best decision because NFTs are doing really well right now. Gas fees are okay. You're definitely seeing it under 100 a lot more. I think all of December and November, I don't think it dipped under 100. It was like
like
crazy.
200 on a daily, eh?
Yeah, I think it was all the DeFi people.
I think that the market kind of chilling in general is beneficial for NFTs, because otherwise, when the market is just pumping, people are thinking, and then they're all buying, actual tokens, and once that dies down, that money starts to roll back into NFTs. So it's looking good for us, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I scrolled quite a long way. Infect says, will Roadmap 2.0 include more D-chasing? Sure. It'll just be 100 Ds that you have to collect.
That's the game. It's like a Super Mario. We're gonna build that, but the Oddiverse. Yeah. No coins, just Ds.
Ds.
Just collect them Ds.
Sludgy says, instead of a string of addresses in the smart contract, couldn't there be some other way to database the wallet addresses and use that as a distribution list to activate a bit on the website for mint access?
I've seen people try and implement this, and you can just access. It doesn't work because the people who are whitelisted need to be able to be the only ones who can access the contract. I've seen people try and do this where they've put they've tried to put the whitelist addresses into the website, and then people just go through the back door and just start minting, and then the whole project freaks out, and then everyone just disowns the project. So no, definitely not. That's not how you want to do this. You want to do whitelist officially through the contract, and that's the only way you want to do it, because any other way leaves you open to attack from the outside. So.
Oh, I see. Infect sort of answered just 2 messages below.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Infect answered exactly how it was. It's literally the easiest way to have your project turn to shit, because someone will definitely hack the backdoor and they'll just start minting straight from the contract, and then no one will want to be part of that project anymore.
I don't think. Well, Gadget mint price is 0.05. There we go. Moving on, let's see. Sorry, can't tell which are genuine questions anymore. Shaney says, will there be any confirmation for whitelist wallet entry, or should we submit once more to be safe? You don't need to do that.
No, honestly, so a
Seriously.
lot of people have been resubmitting, and I have to go through my list and make sure, like, you know, obviously my list will